Let's talk about how to build a better business with outsourcing. By the end of this video, you'll be able to review your business model to see if there's opportunities for growth with outsourcing. What if I told you that I could help you unlock the secrets of outsourcing to produce better results in your own organization? I'm going to show you how to use outsourcing to expand your talent pool while creating more opportunities for your existing employees. Let's go. Outsourcing talent requires a shift in thinking if you've never done it before. All it does is it allows you to focus on your core competencies within your organization. So for instance, banks, retail brands, and even technology organizations outsource their customer service not only to people, but chatbots as well. And I know what you're thinking. You've probably used some chatbots that were absolutely horrible. However, most of those chatbots did not incorporate some of the newer AI components that are available today. So for instance, many banks in South America are finding that by using highly trained AI models for their chatbots, they're actually getting people through their customer service lines faster, and they're rating them higher in the level of service they receive. Additionally, they're finding these chatbots are actually giving out more accurate information than the human components that used to have those jobs. And so again, focusing on your core competencies and then the pieces of your business that still need to exist but may not need to be performed by your employees are the areas you might want to consider outsourcing. Now let's talk about expanding your expertise so that you can get global talent. You've probably heard of people who talk about outsourcing because you can get cheaper talent here or there. That's actually not what we're talking about here. You might need people with a particular area of expertise that isn't very popular in your particular location or country. And so by using outsourcing, you can find talent from all over the world to fill in those gaps. Additionally, you can bring in outsourced talent as consultants to help you if you want to expand into different areas as well. So if you want a global brand, having global outsourcing talent is one of the best ways to open yourself up to those opportunities. Outsourcing allows you both flexibility and scalability. So when we talk about flexibility, think about the fact that you may not need the same amount of employees year-round. You might have times of the year where you have big sales pushes, or based on the service that you are offering, maybe there's an increased need for talent. So as an example, if you're a retail business, you might be busier for the holiday season. If you're a tax preparation business, you're going to be a little bit busier before April in the United States. And so these are times where using outsourced talent, pulling in people from external organizations or temporary work might be an option that works well for you. In terms of scalability, oftentimes when organizations are first starting off and they're smaller, they can't afford the price tag of having experts as full-time employees. However, fractional people, so many small businesses have things like fractional CFOs or fractional operations managers or what have you. And so it gives a small business the same opportunities as a larger organization to get the insights and the expertise they need at a level that they can afford. So if you're looking to scale in the near future, this might be a good opportunity for you. We still have 3 more tactics to go, but I want to pause for a moment and say if you want more information on outsourcing, make sure to check out my video, What are the Benefits of Outsourcing in Business? I hinted on this a little bit earlier, but cost optimization is definitely one of the bigger benefits of outsourcing. So you're not paying for people to sit at their desk when you don't need them. Maybe you need them certain times of the year, maybe only for certain projects. So we don't necessarily want to have people that we're housing year long if we don't really have a use for them. 1, it's a waste of resources on our part, and 2, they're probably going to become disillusioned with their work because it's not challenging and exciting because they're spending much of their time trying to figure out what to do. Now, one of my personal favorites as a technologist is outsourcing can give you access to advanced technology. When you outsource some of your organization's tasks to other organizations or individuals, they might already have the technology you need to perform that function. So now you don't need to buy that expensive piece of equipment or that expensive technology or pay for the training that it would take to be able to use either one of those tools. Additionally, you can use technology itself to help you in your advancements. A study by Harvard Business Review found that companies that use AI for sales can increase their leads by more than 50%, reduce call time by 60 to 70%, and have cost reductions of more than 40%. So even using the technology itself can be a great benefit of outsourcing. One of the last things that you might want to consider is, would it be of benefit for you to have 24/7 hour operations. Would that help your production? If so, outsourcing is one of the best ways to get it because you can employ people in different time zones that are constantly doing the work that you need completed. Let's say that you have a consulting company with a global reach, or maybe you have a consulting company that you want to have a global reach. What do you think the difference is between staying in one particular time zone in one country or having people located in different time zones around the world so that you can be working with customers all day long? From a business revenue perspective, I think you can see the benefits. So let's talk about how I've used outsourcing even in my own business. I have researchers that are located all over the world. So sometimes I have clients that have a tight turn and they say, Crystal, we really need you to create an article on XYZ. You're speaking at our upcoming conference and I know this is last minute, but do you have something that we can turn over to our editors tomorrow? Well, I have researchers all over the world, so there's somebody that can put on it where they're pulling some of my sources so that when I wake up the next morning and turn on my computer around 8 a.m., I already have my sources outlined. Now I just get to produce the information. I've outsourced things like video editing, copy editing, even having people translate some of my presentations into other languages. Now you might be thinking, oh, can't you just use AI for that or other forms of technology? And you can in a way. But having a native speaker do those translations goes a bit further. So keep in mind when we're talking about outsourcing, things can be outsourced to humans or technology, but for the basis of this particular video, I'm focusing a little bit more on that human element and how it can benefit us as small business owners. As we're planning for the future, I suggest that you look at your business model, figure out where your core competencies are, and if there's areas of your business that you think might be beneficial in outsourcing. Are there ways that you're looking at expanding where using outsourcing might get you closer to your goals faster? While we're talking about planning for the future, I do have a free gift for you as well. In the description of this video, you're going to see that there's a link to download my Future Ready Playbook. Make sure you click to download today to get some actionable insights on what you can do to have the future that you want versus having the future just land on you.